I'm warmed up. How does it sound? My stepfather, where I got the name Shew, it's not my blood name, it's a stepfather. But he played the trumpet for a couple of years, very poorly, I would say. But he had one, and it was in a closet, and he opened it one day, and the trumpet came out, and he took it out of the case and tried to play it, and it sounded terrible. But I was very interested in this thing, and when I changed to a school that had a band, some lady asked, anybody want to join the band? And I went, oh, yeah. So my hand went up in the air. I went home and I said, Pop, can I use the trumpet? And then he sat with me for about 1 hour maybe and showed me a few things and the fingerings and how to read, and it was easy, and so that was the beginning for me, The trumpet was kind of fun to do. It was something new. It was a new game, It was something quite different than anything I had ever tried to do. For the first couple of years, it was just playing with kids, and it was fun. Older guys, they organized kind of dance band, they called it. They needed a trumpet player, and one of my neighbors was a trombone player. He was much older than me, but he knew I could play and read. So he called and asked me if I wanted to play on the band, and I didn't even know what they were talking about, really, but he said, oh, it's fun, and I said, that's the word I was looking for. Yeah. And so I went to the rehearsal, and I heard some guys improvising, and I thought, what are you doing? Where's the paper? And I wanted to see what it looked like on the paper. He said, no, we make it here. Really? And so improvisation is what changed my life. Because when I found out that you could create ideas in your head and play them on the instrument, I thought, oh my God, this is too cool. That's the hippest thing I ever heard about, So I immediately started trying to improvise, and they took me to a house and played me some recordings of other guys playing, Dave Brubeck, and I heard Paul Desmond with Dave Brubeck, and I loved it, and Stan Getz and J.J. Johnson, not a trumpet player.
I met Bobby Shew in Hilversum, where he was a guest soloist with the Metropole Orchestra, and he was making a super nice CD, and it's still a famous CD, that period. So I got this private lesson from him, which was very exciting, and in Hilversum. And then let's say I wanted to have more. I was very into him, and I thought, and I asked him, is it okay to come to Los Angeles? He said, of course, it's okay, because I do that with lots of students. I was for 2 weeks, every day I was with him, and the first day I was at his house in his beautiful studio, this music studio at the back of his house. He told me in 15 minutes what was wrong or how I played. So that was super quick, and and then from that on we were talking about breathing every day and what to fix, to get it more strong here and things like that. In between the lessons, we were just jamming, like Aebersold. This is a very famous play-along series. And then in the evening, we went to concerts, to gigs in Los Angeles. Bobby took me everywhere.
I heard a live concert from Louis Armstrong when I was 12 years old. My mother took me, and I went, oh my God, to hear Louis Armstrong at 12 years old, it's magic, I didn't try to copy any of those people really, because I just couldn't. But I was inspired by how great they played, And what you get from that as a player is not to try to be that person, but to try to find your own way to be as good on your way as they are on their way. Kind of, it's called inspiration, you know. It's the most important thing.
I think generally the most important thing that I learned from Bobby Shew is the naturality of playing. I think it comes, when it comes down, it's like the feel of the playing, how you treat the music. That's the first thing that I took from him.
Yeah, that's good.